Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakakodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. All right, shalom. Okay, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, and shalom to the hopeful elect out there. Hey, Lord willing, let's be edifying to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians who consist of the 12 tribes of Israel. This your fellow servant Yahawah from the GMS Orlando camp, back with another Lord willing edifying lesson. Okay, and let's get right into it, man. Okay, you shall eat your defiled bread amongst the heathen. Okay, and we're gonna open that up. The Lord said it, and it's happening. Okay, we can't even, it's tough out there, man. Okay, it's tough. All right, and you got these people teaching that the Gentiles, are going to get salvation with us. Come the fuck on, man. All right, but let's get to the title first, and I'm gonna hit that precept. All right, Putin exposes Bill Gates is pumping human remains into U.S. food supply, and once again, the water to the brother GMS Trust and True Jacksonville, brother Awar. He posted it on his Instagram, and I was like, man, I'm gonna catch wind of this, and I'm gonna do a lesson on it. And here I am, man. But Putin exposes Bill Gates is pumping human remains into U.S. food supply, man. And it's not even a coincidence that they just passed this. Watch this. U.S. passes chemicals in food bill. Okay. Hold on. One second. Trump cuts to the FDA service. Okay, so what happened was Bill bitch ass he wanted to reintroduce it. Okay, Slocking. All right. Reintroduced bill would require FDA to regularly reassess food chemicals, man. So that's a bill. Okay, 2 members of Congress have reintroduced the Food Chemical Reassessment Act of 2025 that would ensure chemicals introduced into our food supply years ago are still safe today. Okay. To ensure chemicals that are entered in food supply. All right. Okay. So, without further ado, let's get into this exposure with Putin. Okay. Where's my super suit? Let me see. Okay, con. All right. So, and this came from the People's Voice. Okay. And Putin's quote is, Americans are eating each other, okay? And it came from the horse's mouth.
Americans are being fed to each other, and most have no idea.
Fair use, edification purpose only, not for monetary gain, okay? This is the People's Voice, all right?
It's happening. Don't take my word for it. That's the warning coming straight from Vladimir Putin, who claims the United States has become a live experiment for the global elite. A pressure cooker where populations are dehumanized, conditioned, and managed like cattle. But it gets darker.
He said a lot. Just then let's run it back.
Has become a live experiment for the global elite.
A live experience for the global elites, man. I gotta hit this, Chris, right on time. All right. Con, Psalm chapter 64, verse 5. All right. You gotta get it. You know, get why the getting is good. You know. The water Yahawashi on shot, man. Let's do it, man. Psalm 64, verse 5. Okay. And I gotta read up. Come on, man. Y'all help me out, man. Let me just get that. Get the screen. Get the scripture, man. Come on. All right. Psalm 64. Psalm 64, verse 1. The hurtful tongue to the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Okay. This enemy is at work right now, man. Okay. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. The insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Okay. You know, they're working. Okay. They're working. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bow to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Okay. And this is the point right here. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Okay. Read that again. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. To put human remains inside of food is an evil matter. That's evil, man. They commune of laying. At least give the people a damn choice whether they want to be a cannibalist or not. You know? Esau say this shit on the floor. This shit overloaded. Esau say, man, this shit overly loaded. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them, man? And guess what? The Lord sees you, and He gonna put that information. He gonna put that spirit inside of a man to expose that shit, man. And who did He use? Your boy. Okay. A kingdom divided against a kingdom shall not stand. Roughly paraphrasing. I'm gonna go grab that soon. Putin is a damn Edomite. Okay. Russia. Okay. That's an Edomite nation. Okay. Let's continue. But this man said a mouthful in the beginning.
A pressure cooker.
I got
Their populations. That's the warning coming straight from Vladimir Putin.
The warning coming straight from Vladimir Putin.
Claims the United States has become a live experiment
for the
global elite.
Has become a live experiment. He claims, and they don't claim it. He knows. This ain't. Listen, we know. Okay, we know. This is why you have these scriptures, man. Okay, and it didn't say how it was going to be defiled, but it was going to be defiled. Okay. All right, and Jake think they got them in a new covenant. Come on, man. The fuck on, man. Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. All right. And the Lord says, straight to the point, even thus the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. And this is why we're telling you, man. Okay, these Gentiles, you know, these true heathen nations are meant to be ruled over. Okay, they're meant to be ruled over because they're all out of lawless. They're out of order, and this is why Jacob, this is why Israel has to be, you know, be brought forth in the earth to bring all things in subjection, man. Okay, you can't have Moab running out of chicken and saying fuck it, bring the cats in. We can't have that. You know, we cannot have that. All right, and we are the judges of the earth, and we telling Yasharallah, hey, wake up, man. But you know what? If you don't, it's all good, you know? If you don't, it's all good, man. We just glad we awake at this, you know, Lord willing, all the way to the end. But, you know, that's what we thanking the Lord, all right? Even thus, the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles. We are amongst the Gentiles, whether I would drive them. He drove us over here to Babylon, man. And we're eating defiled bread, man. This is why the apostles constantly, and I'm guilty of it, the apostles constantly tell us, watch your diet, watch what you're eating. It's not just because they didn't want to goddamn just say something. They tell you the truth, man. Okay, but it'll take Vladimir Putin for Jake to, oh man, he's the first one. No, the apostles been saying, hey, watch what you eating. Okay, the apostles been saying that, man. You know. Let me see something real quick. Baba Shah. Ooh, Leviticus chapter 26, verse 26. When I cut off your supply of bread, oh man, 10 women will bake your bread in a single oven and dole out your bread by weight, so that you will eat but not be satisfied, man. Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. You will serve. The scriptures say, whether I drive them, you will serve your enemies. The Lord Yahawah will send against you in famine, thirst, nakedness, and destitution. He will place an iron yoke on your neck until he has destroyed you. And Lord, are we destroyed, man? A lot of, man, this fucking, man, listen. Oh, Hosea chapter 9, verse 3. And this is why you get that, sometimes the precepts slip through your mind. They will not remain in the land of the Lord Yahawah. Oh, man, disperse. Hey, get the fuck out of Jerusalem. Even return to Egypt and eat unclean food in Assyria. And that's in Babylon the Great, man. Ephraim loves that panim, that pork. Okay? They love that pork. Every holiday, motherfucker cooking a ham or pork. Which pork? Ham is pork. And I had a Northern Kingdom. She tried to offer me something, and she tried to offer me some food, and I was like, is it pork? She said, it's ham. I said, ham is pork. She said, ham is pork? I said, yeah, ham is pork. And she didn't even know that ham was pork. Hey, we are gone as a people. Her husband said, yeah, man, that's pork. Ham is pork. You didn't know ham was pork? Yeah, ham is pork. It was a woman from the tribe of Manasseh. Okay. All right. A so-called Cuban. Okay. Man. Amos chapter 7, verse 17. Therefore, this is what the Lord Yahawah says. Your wife will become a prostitute in the city, and your sons and daughters will fall by the sword. Your land will be divided by a measuring line, and you yourself will die on pagan soil. Man. Pagan. You don't think that's why we tell Jake, man, these things are prayed over, man. This is why Apostle Hart can speak through the Spirit. That when you go into these stores, that's what Apostle Paul as well. These things, hey, if these things are prayed over, man. Okay. If you have knowledge that has been prayed over, don't eat it. But if you don't, man, how can you, you know what I'm saying? Everything, like when you go to the grocery store, if a farmer has, hey, all it takes for a farmer to say, and I'm, worldly, I'm just speaking, in so-and-so name and in G's name, Jeebus name, I want you to bless my crop, my field. That right there has pagan written all over. Okay, it's right here. It says, Israel will surely go into exile away from their homeland. Okay, so we are in a defiled land. And Slaki, I got excited, but let's continue on. But this man said a lot in the beginning.
A pressure cooker where populations are dehumanized, conditioned, and managed like cattle.
Conditioned and managed like cattle. That's why you got Bill Gates saying, "Oh, the mosquito growth is overwhelming. We gotta make genetically modified GMO mosquitoes to combat those mosquitoes because the mosquitoes is excess. Like the Lord fucked up. Okay, the Lord gonna kill this nigga Bill."
But it gets darker. This time, it's provable. Documents money trails whistleblowers. And every line leads back to the same untouchable names. Before we dive in...
Untouchable names. Okay? Untouchable names. The Rothschilds. Okay? The DuPonts. All them big banking families. They endorse Bill Gates. Bill Gates is untouchable.
To the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community, support the channel, and gain access to exclusive and uncensored content. Rumors are spreading online about Putin's warning that Americans are literally being fed to each other, while most remain unaware of what's happening to the food supply. What almost nobody realizes is this: it isn't exaggeration, it's evidence-based. And as usual, Putin was right before anybody else dared to say it.
President Putin. We can't let you go with that claim, man. No, our apostles and elders, man. Hey, listen, man, listen. You know, and men of old, and Putin wasn't the first time, and he just came on the scene and said this shit. Actually, we're gonna give it to Yahawashi, man. Yahawashi, they shall eat their defiled bread amongst the heathens. We giving that credit to Yahawashi, man. Okay? You know, just because Putin is prominent, then and this is what that scripture is right quick. When a poor man speaketh. Okay, these scriptures are life, man. You gotta know it. As the brother Malachi would say. You gotta know it. Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 or 13. Okay, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, who's that rich man? Putin. Okay, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he said. They extol it to the clouds, but if the poor man speak, the prophets, they say, what fellow is this? You have Jake in the world that hear the prophets tell them this land is defiled, it is polluted, it will destroy you with a sword destruction. And then Putin will come on and say, oh, Americans are eating each other. Oh shit, oh, Putin said it. Oh shit. You know, all the cathedral in the background. Bombs exploding, kind of like what's that boy name? What's his name? The one with the Kemet. Damn, boy, it show you that these people are nothing. The dude that did the debates. Damn, what's his name, man? Hey, his name don't even matter. Okay, but they hit that button and boom, bro, it bombs in the air. You know, when Putin speak, but when the poor man speak, the prophets, don't nobody listen. What fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. Okay, and with stammering lips, and you know, we got them go to stuttering, and we know what we're talking about, but we go to stuttering, or they gonna help overthrow. He don't know what he's talking about. You know, he don't know what he's talking about. Putin said it first, when in all reality, the Lord said it first. He said, they shall eat the defiled bread. It said, Ephraim, it will eat that defiled food in Assyria. Okay, let's get to it.
Of Russia came out on the world stage and he gave a speech. In that speech, he said, I have proof, and this is all alleged. He said, I have proof that the American people are eating each other unbeknownst to them, that we are being fed each other and we have no clue about it. Yeah, that's what he said.
The mainstream media won't report a word of what Putin says, but the evidence exists, and it's been hiding in plain sight.
Let me check this real quick.
The receipts are
coming. How things can get with this live, man. You know, Esau ain't shit. Okay.
Coming up. But before the evidence, there was conditioning, predictive programming designed to make the unthinkable feel normal.
The dystopian movie Soylent Green took place in 2022.
They're making our food out of people. Next thing they'll be breeding us like cattle.
Oh, you see it. They put, their own tongue should fall upon themselves, man. They put these in movies. The apostles been said that, man. They put their what's the word for it? They put their evil plots and plans inside the movies for each other to talk to each other. They talk to each other through these movies, the apostles and them said.
Food. You gotta tell him. You gotta tell him.
Hey, he's talking to a black man, a so-called black man. Oh, man. You gotta tell. Oh, man, look at that. Look at that. The prophets. Okay? The prophets. You know?
I promise. I'll tell the exchange.
You tell everybody. Listen
we
to me,
telling
Hatcher.
everybody.
You gotta
What's his name?
tell him. Silent. You gotta tell him.
Promise, Tiger. I promise. I'll tell the exchange.
You tell everybody. Listen to me, Hatcher. You gotta tell him. Silent Breed is people.
Wow.
Following the programming,
Wow, man.
they began slipping horse meat into the food supply.
I'm sorry if you're enjoying your dinner, but the Food Standards Agency says the discovery of horse meat in a Findus beef lasagna is appalling, but maintains there's no immediate health risk to the public.
Then they normalized industrial waste in the food supply under a friendly name, pink slime. Now they have taken the next step, and they're pumping human remains and feces into our food and water supplies.
Selling bodies and body parts, a trial set to begin in just months. And tonight, new grisly details of what the FBI says really happened.
Court documents, the Biological Resource Center was essentially running a chop shop for human body parts, mixing, matching, and selling them in ways we never heard of until tonight.
Let me grab this real quick. Okay. Well, I can grab this time for this one right here. Okay. Let's lock it real quick. Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. Okay. NLT version. He said to him, walk through the streets of Jerusalem and put a mark on the foreheads of all who weep inside because of the detestable sins being committed in their city. Okay. And we the prophets are sighing and crying. And the Lord Yahawah said unto him, King James Version, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry. That sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, man. And there's a lot of abominations, okay, are being done. Okay. And I also wanted to grab this one. Okay, Mark chapter 13, verse 20. And this is why he's the accusing of the brother. Well, I can grab Matthew in the Bible Hub. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Because eating, it's in the law. You cannot eat another person. You cannot eat another human. Okay, cannibalism that's not an Israelite thing. Okay. It should be, according to the Lord, it shouldn't be a thing at all. Okay, this is why these nations got to be ruled over. And I wanted to grab this one right here. Real quick. What is that? Let me see something. Let me see. Con. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. King James verse, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Man, that shit is foul, man. His soul is foul. Okay? It's not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Right. This is the Lord's answer again. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision awaits an appointed time. It testifies of the end and does not lie. Though it lingers, wait for it, since it will surely come and will not delay. Look at the proud one. Look at the proud when we're looking at this man. Okay, look at the proud when his soul is not upright. Okay. Now, okay. Let me grab this real quick. Kingdom divided. It's in Matthew's and all over the New Testament. Kingdom divided. No, man, what are you doing? What am I doing? Okay, God. This is Mark chapter 3. Now I gotta close it down. We gotta go to camp. Mark chapter 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Okay, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Putin is an Edomite, exposing another Edomite. Okay, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. Okay, and we seeing this end. When you see people in the same house start going against each other, we at the end, especially big banking elite families. Putin going against America, soon the NATO and EU to go against America. Okay, go against Israel, the fucking Amalek. Okay, man, we watching the end of a family. Okay, and we watching the accusing of the brethren. And I'm gonna close it out on this. Okay. And before I get that, no, lock it. Okay, I guess that's what I need then. Come on, I gotta get in that shower. Come on, I gotta get in that shower. Revelation chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren, okay, this man laid stumbling blocks before us, man, putting fucking human food inside the meat. Putting human food, slack it, putting human remains inside the meat. Okay, it's a slip real quick. There's no such thing as human food. Accusing of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. Okay. So this is who you're dealing with, the devil. All right, and let me see something real quick. Let me go here. I want to see if okay. So yeah, that'll suffice, man. Hey, Lord, one is edifying to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and their American Indians, man. Call Lord Yahawah, by Hashem Yahawashi, by Hashem Kapodash, and the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, Shalom. All right.